really don't know.
So let's see what they learned.
All right, Vancouver starts P2 side. Let's get into it, folks. Best match of the weekend here.
Through stage 2, there was a level of like, let's just keep Neptune where he's most comfortable. That resulted in a lot of haciendas and a lot of faults in particular. But yeah, I love the idea of just trying to get yourself diversified.
And there it is, the two of the three finding those kills early, scrapping Hydra. 3-piece for Ernie already.
Matchups between these two, but at the opener, it is Thieves all through the kill feed and in the hard point.
Yeah, absolute perfection start.
Ooh, that looked good.
Yeah, that looked like a horse.
On the bad side here for P1, but they get all 4 kills at the same time, instantly able to flip the spawns, and now Vancouver haven't even had an opportunity to potentially find a break here. 20 seconds still remaining. The ARs are gunning. Even Hydra has one in hand.
Yeah, they got better pick.
Yeah, they downloaded.
Currently can do no wrong.
Everybody got put on. Don't get hype, Riley. Just wait for the tune to get active.
Trying to get around the black to block, but not going to happen, and things will stay stable for Thieves as they get the rotation to 2.
Yeah, they definitely look like they didn't play any soccer this morning.
Clean P2 for Thieves.
P1. Now all of Vancouver trying to find their break in towards Kitchen. Ghosty, your job is to hold down towards Piano. The timing is going to play into the slide. But the stun even better there for Vancouver. They find the opening kill. They're currently winning the trade fight. So the spawns might get a little freaky as long as LA Thieves do not find trades, but they're still in the back.
Sure.
Yeah, really good composure here from Thieves.
Dylan's going crazy in there, man.
Is absolutely the way you want it to be.
1 minute already for Dill. He has not been anywhere else but the hill.
And so now Vancouver with 25 seconds kind of have really just one more chance at this.
This is scary right now. I mean, Vancouver haven't really shown a sign of life yet.
And he's finding every kill.
One of those situations that for Vancouver, they never really got any substance towards those breaks. That's going to be essentially a full 60 for the Thieves.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't get any better than that. Like, LA
holy fuck.
Every layer, trading every gunfight, not allowing Vancouver to cross past that 75-yard line to block those back spawns, and just consistent.
He's finally going to fall. He gets the cruise, though.
But basically a full 60 on both. Now Vancouver have to cut their losses. Win the rotation over towards New, but already in a pinch. Here comes Ghosty.
Good play, man.
3 dead, and the break is early for LA.
And this may be why we're seeing this as a hard set veto for Vancouver. They are getting destroyed right now. And I don't even know if there is a team out there that would be able to do better than what Thieves are doing at the moment. This has been absolute perfection for them. 04 just trying to create something here.
There they are. Come on.
That'll work out as Neptune's right there with him. But again, the trades are so swift for LA. It gets the hard point back.
They're instantly there already.
Comes through. Now we got a 4v3
You're dead, buddy.
And they still have the spawns that they want for the P4 side. So if you're Vancouver, you need to find these kills and find them now. Thankfully, they go 3 for 1 in the trade fight.
Okay, they'll get a little scrap here.
Now you can start to apply.
They got to try to push through, flip these spawns.
But LA Thieves just keep on creating those layers. Onwood a 13-5 start. Like, he's all over the map.
It's just one of those things, like even in that moment right there, like the Thieves.
Oh wow, look at this. Triple through the back. One's going to repinch it though. Beautiful out of scrap. Holy.
That's going to be 4 dead. Vancouver, I don't think they actually realized they spawned the Thieves out. They were still expecting them to be
do this shit, they're scary. Look at Hydra.
Not the case. And we're going to have a 100-point game with LA in the perfect setup to
Yeah, they took too long right there to challenge the players in the hill. Like, you already have back Cobble. We got to push forward because pinches are going to be abound.
Oh,
man,
no
one's watching Kitchen. That's where that reprints instantly breaks them down. So now LA actually trying to walk away with all this time here. You still have pinches here from Vancouver from every single angle. 2 players
they're both just
still
trapped.
trying to stay alive around the tub area. Back and forth we go in the kill feed.
Big 2 from
LA
Nasty. Okay, they're gonna break.
Okay, finally there's something for Vancouver to win, and it comes
still. They get all this time. 80-point lead. Holy.
So maybe a sign of life here, but for the most part, I'm sure Nameless is sitting there in the green room right now thinking of a multitude of ways he could draw some conclusions about how perfect that first set was from LA. Tall task here for Vancouver to mount a comeback, and they're going to get beat once again in these battles over the top of the hot tub.
Right, Mamba Wheeler has a bunch of clips that he can take in and draw conclusions because LA blazes.
Okay, they're going to try to push through the left.
Perfect, besides a Mixie P4. Now we get into the second set. Vancouver looking for the bounce back. So far, they're the team soaking up a lot of time here at P1. But when you have such a lead the way that you do, that's going to allow Hydra to develop on this long route.
Yeah, this is the perfect time as Thieves are just, again, creating all these spaces and these opportunities. Let's jump in to see how the LA Thieves are coming here in the second rotation.
No, nerd last, it's last. Stay left, stay left. top from Peak.
Opportunity for Vancouver,
Loading
though.
on time. Loading on time. Going good. On time. Talk about the game. Yeah, it's front of me. What on me? Let's go top mid. What on me, boys? What on me? What? Front bed. In bed. Front bed.
So how'd you start talking about the game?
Yeah, right? It sounded
Talk
like
about he said like talk about the game plan.
See, that's up to you. On time weak. On time weak. Needed it. It's on it. Our side time. Hit him again. Nothing left.
Oh, shit.
In the real corner. I'm laying on the couch. Laying on the couch. Back couch is laying on it. Could be up to one. Back couch is weak. Nice. Jim. Looping that. Nice. One square. Back door. Running out. Top right. That's the absolute. That's the only one I think. Just keep one shot back door. One shot back door. They're gonna be close front after. Yeah, front. He's still back flat, boys. I spawned one.
Nasty gets a huge three-piece.
Two front. We need to flip for the skid. In the back.
Oh no.
In the back. Alright, 30 seconds. Just live. You can then. I spawned front door. One shot piano, 1-6. One shot piano, 1-6. Piano, one top mid. I come. I don't see anything left. Piano. There's two. Jump low. One zipper. Jim. He left the boost out of the behind. He's still top mid. I'm looking for it. I'm going. I don't see him here. Probably going to boys. I'm leaving. Two. I got one. I'm going in. Zip, P1. One's P1 on me. Look out, Dan. I don't see outer. I'm putting P1 right now, Dan. We're gonna be close. This one minutes. Yeah, top beat it. Top it.
Vancouver coming back a little bit. P2.
Start to bake their way back into this game, and we're going to take a look.
Guns are getting hotter for him.
the play.
I'm here. He's one marks, I once. Danny fast. Give me our side. TV right. On right. Go see on right. Wait, one shot down. Back open. Hey. I'm trying my phone, bro. One shot. Grab that one more. I'll take you guys. Flip. Piano spawns. I'm back left. Okay. They're going top. Okay. I'm leaving left. I'm leaving. Okay. I'm back left. I'm going top, alright? Come on, they don't know. Yeah, no. Yeah, wait. You can leave time. To build. One top. One's on you. Nice. Yeah, they need to go top. 2P on, guys. One shot, yeah. One more P on. He's probably a little bit. I'm staying in buff. I'm waiting for the streak. Staying up top, guys.
Why did they just streak?
Nice. I'll be kitchen, okay?
Why did Thieves just streak right there?
Hold on.
I don't think they expected Hydra just to jump off the map right there.
100%.
Oh!
Keep you on the cell.
My fucking Twizzy! Oh, my Twizzy!
Okay, that's
I'm all on top. You're in my back.
Left.
No, too
Not like this.
I'm going on that fast.
We're good.
Okay.
Top on me.
Wow. Okay, 04. We see you. A couple of heroic
Okay.
plays here for
Vancouver back in this game, though.
Has them right back in this game.
Thieves do a
but
good job
the
to
scrap
break
time,
in.
about 30 seconds looking solid here for the
Yeah,
VJ.
but that's a
Oh, yeah,
big
this is
break.
looking
I mean,
great so
Vancouver,
far
this
here
would have
for
been
LA to walk away with this final 30. Vancouver going to give it one last
Okay,
push.
they
They go 3
fight
for
some
1
of
in
the
the
scratch
chase.
It's gonna be a
Even though the
25-point
spawns are
game.
technically to the back for LA. They're all working at 0
They're saying fuck that old time. Start playing for these new hills.
This side for that P1 because that's what Vancouver started that train of starting the
He's about to
comeback.
get jumped in
Yo,
time.
babe.
Time off of P1. They already got the investment out of the hell, so
Kills
they got
out of time.
nothing done. It was a 100-point
I
difference.
tried
Now
to
it's only
jump
down
up.
to 25.
Yeah, it's solid read from Ghosty, but just a little bit late to get the awareness that Vancouver
Oh,
was
big
right
win in
next to him,
time,
but
whoever that
Hydra
was.
on the bench
Envoy,
also to find
huge
Duke, but
win.
Abuza shuts that down. Good time here for Thieves inside a hot tub as Abuza finds his second. Nade over towards the hill will actually miss onto Envoy. Sounded like it was closer than maybe it actually
pitch.
was. And now
This is a
Hydra's
great
pitching,
soak
and
from
just when you
Thieves.
thought that maybe the Thieves were letting this one go just
This
a little
might
bit
have
too
put it a bit out of
loose,
reach.
they're right back in. They find themselves a 50-plus point
Yeah,
lead.
they got to get him out now and
Vancouver
flip.
can't allow this time to get away from them. You need to find a break. Nasty was trying to get aggressive over towards Kitchen. He realizes, okay, my teammates
Okay.
want to combo. Let me
Oh my
start to back
gosh.
on up a little bit.
Shanks him.
And eventually it sets up all the angles to find the break for the final 15. Now you
Huge
need
win.
to break in towards the P2. LA Thieves can close it out here. They're fully set up off the rotation. The kills are going their way. Vancouver, you need to go and go quick.
Yeah, that 1v1 win right there from Hydra onto Abuza. Likely the game winner.
Oh my God, he's throwing it
Can you
back.
actually force this through in any regard if you're Vancouver? Just
Team
too
kill,
much
that
damage
might
coming through.
just do
Force
it.
a team kill.
Last
Yeah.
player's
I mean,
dead to the front
Vancouver
row.
should
It'll
do
be
it.
fun.
Found here on P2 from the Thieves. Unless 04 can be a hero once again. He's trying to make his way up. He does at least secure one elimination, but it's not going to be enough. So
GG. Fun last night, so I searched
Well, it's
Toronto,
gonna be
Ontario on
a little bit of a
Zillow.
poke and a prod over through mid.
You get a
Nades
fucking
on the corner
shack
the
for
defense.
$2.5
We'll push
million.
back Hydra
Really?
and Ghosty. And more importantly, Neptune has also kind of reclaimed some ground.
All right, into the dealership map too. Neptune.
Not a lot of space for LA to
pushed up
off the get-go, but here comes the attempt. And Abuz is there to meet them. And
yeah, good luck. Good luck challenging that.
First two. Neptune cleaning up middle, and that's all just now down to Hydra.
Okay, Hydra now left in a 1v4. Abuza shuts it
hell?
over towards
Everybody get down. No, I mean shit.
Sound like motherfuckers are crawling through the wall.
Hydra, it's just everything blowing up around you. Let me just play it a little patient because I don't want to die to a car bomb.
Yeah, it's like a domino effect of car bombs.
Oh, we didn't see him.
Did he sneak out?
Got him!
Through the window, so he will have an opportunity to catch one for free. Door popped. Sees one on the left and the other on the right.
Oh.
Question marks towards where Neptune is now.
Oh, that's a nice Eddie.
And Nasty's going to take the check and hold the scope
Vancouver.
up to find the elimination. So Vancouver, off of just Abuza's heroic defense over on the one site, gets them the opening round win.
Yeah, LA Thieves try to open up with their opening attack. 3-1 split. Try to use your nades early on to at least back them down from that A position, but they were banking on the slide over to the car, staying alive, draw the attention, and then
was that
the
it 2 million Canadian?
Perfect position.
Yeah, 2.5
He's
cat.
able to line
Canadian?
up the early double. At that point, player through mid and Envoy tries to make up for it.
RJ with a 10-month member. Thank you, bro.
Big RJ.
Off to my bowling league. Hey, hit some strikes.
You, Alan, but I had a feeling that he could potentially pull that off.
Get your Raymond done, kid.
No, Vancouver to no, definitely did. Thieves looking to get aggressive on their defense through B. Looks like this has been at least somewhat established.
You ever seen those crazy bowling memes where it'll be like, you know, whenever you get a strike and they play that like crazy scene?
Plus a first blood from Scrap.
There's one where like
is really no longer an option for
the bowling ball will be pregnant.
Now Vancouver.
And then the dad comes back with a gun.
You know that Abuza
like it's fucking insane, dude.
On a rotation here from LA,
you never seen those?
Nah. Strong on their setup.
So wild.
Finds the second Scrap with the cover fire.
It'll be like strike.
Your turn for 1v4.
And then play some crazy shit.
Just the first again. A couple of straight shots coming through the blast.
Crazy.
Gives him maybe a look. Scrap just dancing with him. And Abuza's going to go for the re-wrap up towards office. More damage comes through, but doesn't win the first gunfight in towards the actual garage itself.
What just happened?
Thieves able to respond with a solid defense of their own, and that is just one of those rounds that comes by way of forcing that play through arches. Get your info, get your kills, get out of there.
Yeah, Thieves obviously just watched the series 2 series ago. And just saying, all right.
Okay, Thieves.
If they get that bomb
tied up, it would seem. I was lost in the sauce there for a second.
We don't have the power spot, so let's just take that one away. You strike for the first blood by keeping Envoy alive, and then you take some more space over towards arches. Force Vancouver to make a tough decision there, and then they thought that Thieves are going to bite on that bullet and think about that rotation out, but they just stand strong.
No pre-nades, okay, they got the trophy to block them.
Similar offensive break off here for Thieves. This time Envoy will get in towards the small room. Plus the nades behind it, blowing up the
no Russian one. I've seen that one.
Towards sight. The thing that's different about this defensive setup, though, for Vancouver is Abuza is playing way deeper, and Nasty's showing us a couple of pre-fire spots through the vent.
We saw, who was it, Snoopy yesterday?
Surge and
Ball bang the guy.
Yeah, like it was paper.
In a dream. And he tried to play his life. He knows he's eventually going to get overwhelmed, and Neptune strikes for his second kill of the round. So now in a 4v2, make it a 4v3 after Scrap finds one.
Was map one close? Yeah, it was, man. Didn't start close, but Vancouver turned up.
He takes care of Scrap 1v3.
Great plays by Nasty.
Nice play from Nasty. Off the reload, still catching the information, knows the gunfight's in front of him, and takes care of it swiftly. So a little 1v2 in the middle of the map there for Nasty to secure the round. Vancouver not foiled by either of these opening set plays.
Celium should be.
Whatsoever.
Don't look at me.
That one a little bit different, though, just not being hit by nades early and trying to get Envoy into sight through small. Doesn't really work out, though.
Banks is the equivalent to Hector. I don't know why you're looking at me.
Systems there, they're saying, okay, the nades has us a little weak. Abuza chose a very tough spot to sort of read because of all the car bombs that could potentially blow on up. Just decided to take that risk, and it worked out in round number 1. But that time plays a little bit safer, and his teammates are able to help him. All out defenses so far here on dealership. A pace change up though, right through the middle of that for both squads.
2 for 1 for Thieves.
About this is the defense just gets so much priority in that location. So a single trade coming back is not likely going to feel like enough. And what's going to have to be a 2v3 with the bomb down just inside that tight corner as well. You see it just right behind the table. Ghosty has just a sliver of an angle to look at it.
And I don't know if they have the info.
Yeah, bomb is down too. Okay. Nep gets caught.
Ghosty is a heads-up player. Knows that all of A Street is going to be open. They're potentially going to try to take that space away, and now it's Nasty. And a 1v3, that bomb's still down on the little map. This only gets more tough.
Yeah, he's got some time to work with, but the issue is LA's defense is just not moving. They're just holding corners. The bomb could get collected here. But this will be the first challenge.
Okay, 2-2.
And not being able to predict Hydra again.
1v3 for Nasty.
So,
they don't give him shit.
Defense thus far, Jay. I mean, we're talking about it like we said. In Challengers, we've been seeing a lot of attacking success coming through.
If you could take one comp gun from any other COD and add to Black Ops 6, what would you choose?
Find a lot of priority, and most of it, I think it's just, again, the CDL teams are so
you gotta think, like, what would actually fit this game,
Maddox.
Yeah, that's 4 straight defensive rounds so far here on Dealership. On the side of LA, it's been 2
good pick.
There's already a BO4 map in there. Might as well bring in the Maddox too. Fuck it.
Meeting them in the middle of the map.
3-gun meta.
Gunfights going down in the first 5 to 10 seconds.
Vancouver,
you
good
probably
question.
slow down your offensive approach, gain some info, and then develop off of that. But now, LA, your turn to potentially take the opening offense here on map number 2. They're going to leave the bomb and spawn. And look how aggressive Envoy already is.
Yeah, I mean, this is all focused on the Hydra. Stuns and
Mana
Semtexes
War.
light him up at middle. You can see 2 defenders are watching this.
I really don't know.
But you have to be cautious here if you're Neptune, just because of this side door as well. Shots back and forth, but now here comes that
The
pitch from
Maddox will be
Envoy,
sick,
just
though.
waiting for the proper time to make his move.
Okay, Envoy on the pinch, but everybody else dies.
The other, but
Yeah.
04 simultaneously pushes through B,
Peace.
and it's actually Vancouver that pinched the
3-2.
play before the Thieves can. Whoa! Power play there move from Vancouver, just
MP40.
trading out with speed.
That's insane, man.
World
It's
at
like
War.
both teams
The
are
one
playing
from World
against
at
each
War he's
other
talking
at the
about.
same exact time. Like, it's... Well, I'm
That
gonna
thing
do
just
this,
sounded
I'm gonna work
mean.
on defense
I
on the
love
A
that
side.
gun.
I'll work
I don't know
defense on
why.
the B side.
Hearing
Let's
it
see who's gonna
shoot
get there
like someone
first,
else
and
shoot
whoever
it,
does
I don't know
is
why
going
it
to make
sounded
the
so
impact
good.
Give it a
on
long-
And it
the
was
play.
like shit graphics.
By
It was
the
all
time
pixelated
Envoy
and
is able to
shit.
strike, all 4
Hell yeah.
already
Give it
found
a long
double,
barrel
so
bar.
Shit was
Envoy
just
is then
pictures
left
in the
a
game.
1v3. I love the slow and steady approach there because he could have edged his way on out. He could have been the game breaker there.
Now, the
Just
Craig
Envoy
would
on
fit
the
this game
opposing
very
end was
well.
like, I'll do it too.
Yeah. it
Cold War
legitimately
Craig?
just
Ooh,
comes
the
down to
BO1
that.
from Moss too.
Doors bashed at mid
Cold
once
War
again,
Craig,
Vancouver.
if you just copy and
Looking to get
paste
to
it.
Arches
Ooh,
quickly.
That
BO1
exact,
from
that
Moss.
exact
Abuza
Craig.
just descended to
Nah,
make
we'd
sure
see
no one
8 from
pushes through
Moss's.
aggressively at the corner on A. And with stuns clearing the site, Vancouver's going to go for one of our first plants, but the island player of Abuza is down, and how this post plant has to make a decision. Do we push up and
That
scale
thing
forward,
was
or are we trying to hold this at Arches?
Busted.
And you gotta realize, like, if you give up this bomb site control at courtyard, then you don't really have an angle. Because no one has yet to put themselves in a
Okay,
middle map
4v2.
position, but
It's gonna be
04
very
trying to make
hard
up
for
it. Gets
Vancouver.
Isolated 2v4, left up to Nasty and
Yeah,
and
good luck.
Neptune.
Yeah, there's just nothing you can do from that position. So tough. I see what 04 is trying to do. Again, you try to just get a level deeper. Trying to make this post plant a bit more
Okay.
dynamic, but
3-3.
there's just
He gets a
not
lot
enough
of
space
damage
to
in
do
right
that.
there.
Abuza falling
If he
is
kills that
really
guy off
massively
bomb
critical, especially at the timing in
instantly,
which he drops. So Thieves will continue to keep us at all defense.
There's a
although
chance.
Vancouver had a look at a post plant there, which is different. That's it.
3-3. Good
The
retake by the
defensive kill
Thieves.
Right there from Hydra to open it up. Once Abuza gets shut down on that
And Dill
refresh,
having
he
a
was gonna
great
take his
series,
sweet
7
time
and
on
3
the
here.
approach.
Craig
In
is
the
in the
search and
game,
destroy.
but I mean like
Working
the
that piston
exact
out
Cold
loud
War
and had that
Craig. This
beat
one's a little
successful
different.
plant. So he wins the one-on-one. All of the focus now is in a 3v3 over towards the courtyard. And with them having the numbers technically and Hydra not committing on that pinch, wrapping back to his teammates, they were just hitting out through courtyard, isolate on the 04. And they realized they've already backed down the last couple of players from Surge and towards the archway. So all tied up at 3, all
Commando.
defenses. Someone give me an offense.
Well, Semtexes and stuns going deep over towards the backside at A. Neptune on the quick rotation over. Doesn't have a clean look at the bomb site, but can try to hold this offensive push back from getting
Okay,
deep
2
towards
trades.
A. But as Abuza drops, Scrap turns his attention.
And here he
finds
comes on the
Neptune.
pinch. He does it
Hydra's
so
on a
quick, they
pinch,
don't
and
even
there's
read
just
it.
absolutely no way
Oh.
they can deal
Peace.
with this. Perfect timing in LA. Find our first offense.
4-3.
What do you guys
Time
think
LA
was the
didn't
most
really rely on
underrated
their
meta in
ARs to try
COD
to
comp?
find success at that A street.
Underrated?
They sent
Yep.
both the SMGs. I'm pretty sure someone else whipped out an
I would
extra
say
one there.
MTAR meta Ghost.
And they were just aggressive up through A, catching Vancouver with their pants down. They strike for the first blood. The train
Underrated.
comes in,
I
and then
love
they
that, damn
instantly
MTAR.
put themselves in a numbers advantage. And then at that point in the 2v3, you know if you're Vancouver that plays at A.
MP with
You
a
just
10.
now
The hardest
leave that
kill of your
opening on the pitch for
careers.
Hydra
Can't
to
name
catch
the
that
same
timing
player much love.
and secure the final double for finally an offensive
Bose.
round win.
What happened?
LA take the advantage of 4-3. Now just need to do what they've
I'm
been
not
doing so
giving
far
that
on
gas
defense
out
in this
there.
map stairs.
No?
Yeah, and I was about to say for Vancouver, why not continue
I would
to try
say
to make
towards the end of
same
my
play
career, I'd
happen
say
over
Hydra.
towards Arches. See if you can try to get this Thieves defense
probably
out. Remember the first
say-
round, they were here aggressively. Envoy did get stunned and naded, but played the same corner. So has Vancouver learned that lesson? Are they going to be able to check it? Does it make a difference?
I don't
Scrap
even
still
know.
finds the
Probably
first.
BZ.
Envoy in a
Damn.
little bit of trouble, but doesn't make any difference. The help is going to allow him to get the regen, and then you push forward and you keep your numbers advantage. Beautiful stuff from Thieves.
And that's going to be bombed down. And at the same time,
5-3.
Hydra wins another one-on-one isolation gunfight versus Abuza. Now it's Nasty in a 1v3.
Hard 5-3 as well.
Hydra gets some bad timing. Now Hydra
Oh,
is
shit.
win.
That's a good start, though.
Puts him down to
Wait, he's got a read and a heady.
Oh,
Oh.
he's still a little weak, was he?
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, he was still weak.
Absolutely beautiful.
What about you, Mark?
That just works out better thanks to the
Hardest
trophy system
kill?
that comes through, but also Scrap just watching the right angle. You know, where Envoy gets up on top of that little platform. He watches one door, Scrap watches the other. And there's just not a very easy way at all for Vancouver to really flush that out. Because, yeah, stuns and some Semtexes are getting damaged.
Nato was a pretty hard kill.
Yeah, Nato was nasty.
Scrim was a pretty hard kill.
As soon as you get that tag, those damages, Vancouver
I would say you and Karma.
Scrap is right there watching.
Damon was a hard-ass kill.
It's just a really solid setup
Getting
to try to
loose.
hold that B archway.
Yeah, and it was a different look as
Yeah,
well.
Honestly,
I'd say you and
man,
Karma.
Celium's up there, too.
Right arch instead of watching the left. But this time,
That
Scrap
dirty
switches up,
bastard.
saying, I got your back. You just watch your front. And he's able to find another first
Damon
blood.
on Ghost was a
Now
hard-ass
Lisa
kill.
Thieves at game point. Gonna slow down this approach. They're on the attack. Envoy just playing for some info. He also has an RC car to work
Thieves.
Yeah, Envoy
Potential to
getting
go
native,
up
but he's just
2-0
playing
here
as
in
a
the series.
distraction here. They've showed this hit a couple of different times. Have the
That's a
Thieves.
good
Yeah,
start.
I was about to say,
Scrap
like,
finds
they
0-4,
show like
first
they're
blood.
hitting A, it moves the
Apathy was a
defense
hard-ass
out of
kill,
mid
too.
to watch through vent or the garage door. And in that moment, Thieves are able to find a 2v1 isolated.
This guy in the corner, who is that?
And now you can rejoin Envoy, knowing the defenders
Nasty,
are going to
okay.
This is absolutely
Oh, it's
glowing
Neptune.
in terms of
Finds
play
one.
Call, but Neptune may have something just a touch better. Finds the first blood on this engagement.
Damn.
Tries to slide to the bomb. Not going to happen.
Look at
And
Seven.
here,
Seven's
Mini-Gap,
behind
just
him, but
behind
look
the
at
play
two.
again.
Two's behind him. It's going to be a full-on collapse.
You force your teammates to try to help you, and that opens up the pinch here for Hydra. Time to strike.
Hydra gets the
Another kill
first.
onto Abuza. Nasty left in the 1v2. Try to keep his team alive here. They're playing patient and not rushing this plant, and this might work out in favor of Nasty.
It could. Timing depending.
Wow, he's still not planning.
Yeah, they just get info through the car. Nothing he can do there.
Scenario.
Yeah, what is he, the Hobbit?
As they wait
Fucking
to
Cloak.
facilitate the subs to run and go
Was
crazy.
he Dennis?
It didn't really treat them as well at the major though. So
Cloak.
we'll see what we get here in the major 3 quals.
Here we go,
Yeah,
map 3.
realistically, it's gonna
Proto.
come down to
All right,
Vancouver
we think it's going to be a 3-0, or can Vancouver show up here?
I think it's gonna be a 3-0, bud.
God, and Rocket's going to be right.
Every single time, besides the slip up versus Toronto Ultra.
That's how it be.
Who was the roster to hand their first protocol control L at Major 2, but so far on
Dude, I was gonna pick Thieves earlier too, but I wanted it for the content because I wanted Matt to cry,
To be
baby.
able to touch one of these points. Neptune is looking for his moment to strike.
I just have to say, like, I love that we're trying to fish for, like, oh, LA Thieves, like, they're
Wasn't
a little
worth.
weaker on control. They've only lost 6 control maps all year. Like,
Insane,
it's
bro.
good everywhere. Like, we're fishing a little bit, friends. A little bit of copium.
Okay, here we go though.
But here we go.
Vancouver.
Little nice, solid
Couple
breakthrough
kills here.
after
Up
the
3
opening
lots.
start from Thieves.
One
Looked
person
like it was
stopping
gonna
time on
mitigate
A.
A lot of this push towards A, but the secondary effort for Vancouver has been solid. They're going to get the first pick at least on the A zone.
Yeah, first segment is locked. Neptune, unfortunately, is going to get caught, and now it's all about reading this
Two
player
dead?
who's working on this pinch in Envoy. He strikes for a kill.
Oh,
onto
Dill, that's a
0-4.
big
Also is able
two.
to find a double onto Abuza, so now it's a 1-on-1. onto
Forces
the point.
Nasty off the
not gonna
point.
try to dance with
They
him.
find Dylan.
At least puts him a little weak before he commits on the
Okay, they're right
gunfight.
back
Able
in.
to find it as well, so still working on this progression.
The problem is Hydra still wrecking you and Spawn. Allows a chance for Ghosty to push forward, keep the clock ticking, and more importantly, he finds another, which allows
Thieves
the
just
secondary push.
doing
for Thieves
just enough right
to come
now.
Right back in.
Keep him trapped
and
back.
Reclaim that mid turret. Nasty still back over towards the stairs. Abuza importantly shutting down Envoy, but with 25 seconds remaining and the entire overextension open, this is going to have to be a successful play on really both zones if you want to try to get this LA Thieves defense back over to your side of the map.
Look at number 2
yeah,
though.
now
It's
it's all
Hydra.
taken
He's
out.
still
Hydra,
back
because
here.
he's
And
already
he's just
been
getting
elusive behind
kills.
enemy lines. Now he finds kill
Oh,
number
brother.
2. You already find the break onto the point. The second segment does not get locked. And now with 10 seconds left to go, you have to waste time to even work on it. I don't know if you're going to touch
Oh,
it.
no.
No, I don't think you do. And that is like Hydra on a respawn simulator of I'm going to spawn up, hit the
They're
OE,
gonna touch
spawn
it for
up,
a
hit the
second
OE,
here.
Spawn up, hit the OE, and he gets around the back every single time. Second tick of progress though.
Okay, that's the round. 1-0 Thieves. Hydra just in their base. Dylan and Hydra working in tandem, making them worry about their back line. Always
for the surge.
making them
It's gonna be
tweak.
so annoying there if you're Vancouver. You're like, okay, guys, we killed
Great
everybody to
plays.
the middle of the map. Who are we looking for? Hydra, someone turn around. And if that timing does not go your way, he breaks you every single time. There were players in that sequence where Neptune and Nasty were able to find a double.
Yeah, this would end up being a lot more boring than I was hoping for.
You caught the timing going to at least the first, so you got 3 dead, but then Hydra just gets 1 and then just plays his life. And then by the time you're trying to play for that reach out on him, he takes care of you as well, and then just stalls out so much time for his teammates to now get back into the play. That doesn't allow them to even.
Let's go to BJ's after this. Pazooki's on me. Yo, those Pazooki's do it.
Oh, you know what I got at the gas station the other day, Seth? And I saw them. I was like, let me try them because Seth brought them
Honey
up.
bun?
Nah, the Chex Mix fucking muddy whatever.
Did you like them? I didn't really love them.
They were alright.
They weren't as good as I remember.
They were dusty as hell though.
They weren't as good as like I remember when I would make them as a kid.
They were decent though.
Used to make them?
Yeah. It's not hard. It's just chocolate, peanut butter, and powdered sugar.
Both SMGs will drop, but Nasty still keeps the B zone safe.
Yeah, that's forward dead again. Now you don't really have.
But then you look at the calories.
Yeah, it was a good little snack for sure.
More focus on winning gunfights.
Chocolate, peanut butter, sugar.
It's on Neptune now, and
might be the best combo of all time, though.
Already finds himself on.
Is chocolate and peanut butter the best combo of all time?
It's up there.
The last guy sitting towards Heli said Hydra's able to win that gunfight
With a salt and vinegar chip after.
Opens up that lane over towards Heli.
Still, though, not enough presence to get onto the zone with any level of comfort.
I knew he was going to do some shit like that.
You thought Thieves had started us off on a hot foot. Vancouver trying to one-up them
Depends
here.
who you ask.
30 seconds to fight for. LA do have control.
Yeah, Thieves put an absolute trap. There he is.
No one even gets a read that Hydra had pushed through. So he's going to take down 2, take a couple extra steps. Scrap able to open up space.
So proactive on the guy low P4. He just says, fuck it, I'm jumping him.
And he really has to
get him out of our base. He gets info.
And that's why
he gets taken down. Everything's in front of him.
Looking good for Thieves.
Yeah, information was there for LA.
3 dead.
That it was 2 players sitting on the bottom side of comms, so we already took care of Neptune where the
one more kill here. They're taking their time.
Now the
Surge,
second
which
segment
is
is going to be locked. It's looking like Vancouver are going to have to give this one up. You don't want to die in this situation and allow LAD to start thinking about that chain reaction. That's already 3 for 1. A minute 20
They're already on B too.
Already, and have some min-map
control.
Good win,
Neptune.
What the fuck?
He wants more. He's going to get more. Whoa, okay, that's what we're talking about. 3 for Neptune. 14 and 9 leading the lobby. Ghosty up and through the vents. Able to find himself a free onto Abuza. And again, now he's got Grandma control, which leads to an opportunity for Thieves to use this as kind of a pivot point as they make their way over to B.
Yeah, but Neptune is not making it easy for them to approach over towards the B.
Yeah, he did.
Staying alive over towards Heli. Ghosty forced to try to get out of dodge there.
Yeah, he's bugging with that one.
From Surge. 9v10 and lives remaining. 45 seconds left
Good
to go.
Nade, 7v9.
For the trade if you're LA.
Have they done enough?
Envoy considering the zone, but wants to wait for help.
Good kill.
That decision is punished as he was really kind of between
just don't get 4 deaded
2 to 3 different surge
don't get 4 deaded here, you're good.
Semtex lands makes that really easy for Neptune. And now it's just an 8v5. Respawns are really not making much of a difference at this point for the Thieves. They need to find a way to get a couple of wins on the point.
Yo, you're an idiot.
That's too dead. Nasty though responds with a double of his own.
You didn't think I was going to catch him out.
Down the side of LA. You have one player pausing the game clock, but the repitch here from Hydra gets shut down. Scrap loses 1-on-1, and so does Ghosty. So Vancouver able to respond with the defense of their own. They allow 2 more segments to get away from them. Got some ground to make up for, but 1-1, you're not mad about.
They hold on.
No, not at all. And the thing about it is, I think still
Neptune, he was getting some crazy kills. I got to see this other one. What did it look like on his screen? He couldn't even see him.
Brother, his fucking POV looks normal. The other side is insane.
He saw his forehead for like a split second.
Tag.
Yeah. Approach now that there's trophy systems involved.
Yeah, I think if you're Vancouver, though, let's just make sure we're spreading map off the respawn, because there was multiple times where the players from LA are working at OE uncontested.
It's a tough question.
Like,
you could have dinner with any 3 people from human history. Who am I sitting down with?
Windows consistently peaking.
So your favorite athlete?
That B Street side.
Is this like including family? Because I feel like
SMGs to get lost. That was the reason why you lost round number 1. You can't allow that to be the case here again. A little delayed route for Neptune up the stairs.
No, don't include family.
Hydra, though,
I feel like family's like
that's a
3.
Hydra gets 3.
I mean, it's just, I'm telling you, you could go back and rewatch
I'm going
and it is just him playing through the B side of the map, up and around the back. Him playing through the B side of the map, up and around the back. And Now you've got help from the rest of the team.
Oh my God.
Who's
just
number?
out here
Yeah,
saying,
8's out,
I
but
don't know. What do I do?
I'm going the dude who fucking started that
And they know the
GameStop
positioning of Neptune
thing.
as well. Like they already put down shots, realizing okay, he's in our grandmas, but just drawing that little bit of attention on that side.
Yeah, I'm
allows
getting in
his
on that
teammates to
early
win the gunfights off the
Bitcoin
respawn.
inventor
But no one watching the pitch. Here comes Scrap.
Yeah.
and Mariano Rivera.
It's just protocol things happening right now. Surge just aren't able to hang with.
Or the
Neptune
captain.
stalls out what looks to be an inevitable spawn trap as Envoy makes
Bitcoin
his
inventor,
walkers.
GameStop dude,
First follow-up
Derek
not
Jeter.
to be there, but Hydra has
Okay.
an AR to play with. Not picked up.
30
He came out of spawn
seconds.
with this,
Or
and
Edgar
that will
Allan
still
Poe,
work.
that sick
24
fuck.
plays 17, 20 seconds on the clock, and Vancouver are being absolutely dominated.
Yeah, this
Can't
is
get out of spawn.
Yeah, this is so annoying. Like,
this
it's
is
gotta
not
be
good
so
for
annoying on the side
Vancouver.
of
They
Surge.
have
Every
not
time
got
you
out of
think,
their
okay, we got
spawn
three
at
dead. There's no
all.
one left in our base. The repitch from Scrap is too
Just
much
a
to handle.
stranglehold
And now
on
with
him.
5 seconds left to go. Not going to be in an opportunity.
Sees
to
his
even touch
head,
one of
got a
these
sprint.
points.
That's the
Unless you're
round.
insane
2-1 Thieves,
one-on-one,
one round
but
away.
LA
this might be
Thieves,
over.
Strong
I mean,
again on the defense. Do not allow any segments to go the
Surge can do the
opposing
same
way.
thing back.
They just guaranteed themselves defense if it does
Make
go
it
to round
2-2, see
5.
where it
Yeah,
goes.
that's crazy. By capturing only one zone, they
Yeah, that
already
was a-
guaranteed
that was a
themselves
troll.
That
round
was
five
dumb.
defense without
That
a
was-
I'm
second
giving you my
offensive
no
effort.
bullshit
Shitless.
actual 3.
Yeah, some work to be done here. I think
Really
with
bad list.
Vancouver,
It might
I mean,
be,
just their first offense never really were able to understand how Hydra was getting around.
Anthony
the back. No one was
Bourdain.
watching the top side of the map whatsoever. Just too much focus into trying to battle against Ghosty and Scrap. Maybe there is a level of that here in this one. I think Neptune tries to change up his opening route to maybe catch Hydra. That doesn't happen. You saw him
Dave
kind of look
Chappelle.
back over towards the ropes. Never saw him.
Yeah.
So tough scenes, man.
Now they got to figure it out on defense. Obviously, the preferred side that you want to be. Potentially play for a shutout here.
Good
Go into this
break.
next round with a little bit of streaks to work with if you can. Nasty on 3 in a row and a boozer from the top window. Instantly shuts down that A push. And now your SMGs, your turn to have a field day, but their first attempt instantly gets shut down with Envoy finding the opening.
Free pitch though from same from Neptune on the way, but Ghosty shuts that down as well. So now you've got an opportunity here for the Thieves to get yourself set up and get a look at this A zone. Scrap trying to push through, doesn't really work out. Envoy, whoa!
He's gonna stop
Just
time,
kinda
force him to
pogo
come
sticks
out.
Himself onto the ledge, finds himself 0-4, and then
Come get
finds
me.
himself back
Yeah.
down onto the point again. So has a
Oh,
chance at the
open your
first to
eyes,
get progress.
Forsky.
Steps off as the Thieves are trying to communicate some sort of a hit back to A. And Abuza's seen top window is going to be held at bay by Hydra as the A zone is being worked on.
Shit.
Now you can already see on your minimap.
Dude, he's making plays right now.
Versus these guys, you have to do something together.
4 dead. Oh shit, they're okay. Yeah. They're double stacking A. He looked like he was about to go try to help.
I don't mind this either, though. I might as well. Come back, help a little bit, probably get one more.
Oh, baby. He is tough.
Again can do no wrong, and they already have an
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it feels
Yeah,
like
might be
composure
over.
starting
Once
to get a little
they
lost here for
solo
Vancouver.
challenge
Just a
A,
couple
all of them,
fun
it
first
was
challenges,
wraps,
just
bro.
trying to force stuff on that
How many
quick
are on
contest
though?
that A.
Okay,
Alright,
they
well,
get them
that's
off.
two.
Over on
Shit.
the B zone. Moment of structure here for
Second
Surge.
tick.
My
Those two
words.
ticks of progress.
Uh-oh.
Still
Okay, last player
no
alive,
kill.
though.
Where's their fourth at?
He's got okay.
Good
He gets a
win,
big
Nasty.
two.
He got traded, though. Oh, no, he didn't get traded.
Saves
Big
the
two
round
from
and a chance
Nasty.
for Vancouver to reset.
If Hydra finds his
17
hole
11
here, it
though.
might be...
Down by 6 life. You got some heavy ground to make up for here. Hydra.
He gets a lot of info, though.
Dan's dead.
Now you have this player weak towards middle map, so you're already finding the initial 2
Was it 15 to 10? Dude, they just have so much time to work these kills, though. 6-kill lead.
I love that play, too. Wait, 04 got through, though. That's good. Good plays.
Nasty. Now it's all on 04 to just continue to be a nuisance.
Doing what he can. The fortunate bit of news here is that
Dylan
he's
gets a
getting
big
little bit of help.
2. That
Got a
should
couple
be
of
it.
kills from his teammates from the front, but
13-6.
the problem is-
Wow, this one was a bit
13-5.
boring, huh?
Yeah, what the fuck is
13v5,
this?
There's the full
Come
white.
the fuck
Envoy
on,
is gonna
man.
try to push
Just
out the front door while the stack behind him gets underway.
A quick 3-0 from
That's
Thieves.
mostly because
Wah.
the timing of these kills coming through. So Vancouver still have a chance
Less?
to save this round, and boy, do they ever. Okay, hold
Deals
on a
a lot,
second.
bro.
9v5,
Yeah, no, I
60
don't-
seconds on the clock.
I still
and
don't think.
Envoy has to
I don't
wait.
believe.
Yeah, a little stack there right there for
Look
the
at him
Thieves would
go.
hurt nobody. They would have probably been able to close out the map there, but they decided to have one person on it.
Throw him down,
he's
yeah.
jumped.
Giving Vancouver opportunities
Oh my
so
God.
far in the
Shit.
break, and they're currently doing a great job.
That's the
at
kill.
it.
3 lives remaining.
7v3, no more respawns.
5v3 though. I mean, it's not like
6v3.
last players alive for
Is it
Surge.
6?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Scrap can just hop on the
over
zone.
then.
He's got help at mid.
Oh, he's
Abuza's
dead.
already
Oh
been
my
seen
God.
at
Bro,
low.
every
time you
Neptune
say that,
finding
they're
a couple
fucking
of kills.
dropping.
Oh my
Neptune's
God.
been seen over towards backside boat. Ghosty looking for the
Big
trade.
kill, just
Oh
go
my
at
God.
him. Go at him.
3v3.
Dan, run at him.
Continues to
Nice.
dance with them.
3v2.
Finally, Scrap's
They're
right there to
doing
bail
it.
him out. But a 3v2.
Who is it?
30 seconds
Abuza
on the
04.
clock. Still plenty of time for Thieves if they want to play
Come on,
around
Evil
the
Twin, we
zone.
live for these.
That's
Damn.
the kill.
Come on, Evil Twin, we live for these.